Hey guys, Snow Bandit here, and I'm back with my first tutorial video. This one's going to be all about how to create your own original character. Alright, so what I'm going to go over first are the things that I feel that are really important. Um, there are three key points, and there are things you should definitely remember when you're deciding on coming up with an original character. The first one I have is role. Um, Deciding on what the role of the character is going to be is very important in a sense because it's very important because it's going to help you decide how much that character should stand out um, in the story, uh, especially if they're in a group. Like for instance, if you are coming up with a role for a main character, that character should definitely stand out a lot more than the rest. um, like you don't want to have a main character and have he or she be plain. You understand? Like you want them to look bold so that way they can stand out from the rest of the characters, whether it would be like a costume design, hair design, or a color. Um, Secondly, I have age. Age, it's a given. Like you have to know how old your characters are gonna be when you're coming up with them. Like if you have a character that's like 15 years old and he or she looks like she's like 30, then obviously that's not going to fly. You need to know how old your characters are going to be when you're making them. And that'll help you determine like how they'll look. Uh, and lastly, I have personality. Personality is very important because that's going to help you decide the stance of your characters, their expression, how they're going to act. Um, that's very, 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 I cannot express that enough. Very important to understand the personality of your character. Um, as a little example, I have right here an original character that I drew, and he is a part of my manga series called Flameless. His name is Axby. He's 15 years old, and from right here, just me showing you this character, you can already see the first two, not the first two, but just two of the key points, like his age. I said he's 15, so he looks really young. You can see just on his face and just his body in general. He looks like he's short and he looks like a kid because he's 15. Um, Also, you can see a bit of his personality just from his battle ready stance, and you can see that kind of edgy look on his face. Um, you can see that he has kind of like a rough personality. And his role in the story is actually the rival of the main character. So again, you can see like he looks like he really stands out, and I want him to stand out because he's the rival of the main character. Um, and again, his personality, he's edgy. He's always looking for a fight, never backs down from a fight. He's a scrapper. So again, you can see all three of those key points that I mentioned in this character alone. I'm gonna start from the beginning. His role, he is the rival of the main character. His age, he's 15, and his personality, he's a fighter. Um, yeah, so definitely, before you even begin to start to make a character, figure those three things out, and that'll help you so much in the long run. All right, so now I'm gonna go on to another segment, and I'm gonna talk about the features that define a unique character. The features. Um, the costume design, the hair design, the expression, and the accessories. And for these, I'm going to use, for this segment, I'm going to use examples from actual cartoons. The first one I'm going to use is Ash Ketchum from Pokemon. Uh, Really good childhood cartoon, and I just thought it'd be really good to use him as an example first. Um, Firstly, looking at hairstyle, he doesn't really have like a definitive hairstyle. Um, but he does have accessories like his gloves and his hat, which is the most iconic uh, symbol about Ash Ketchum. It's the cap that he wears. Whenever you see that cap, you know it's Ash. His expression, he looks like he's excited, kind of ambitious. Uh, like it gives off a really good sense of adventure. Like he's ready to go. He has Pikachu in his hand and everything. Like he's ready to go. He's ready to go be a Pokemon trainer. And and then lastly, his costume design. Again, the gloves, that coat that he wears. And this is a really old design. This is like the original Ash Ketchum. But yeah, like all of these things come into play with a character that defines the character. Whenever someone will see it, they'll know it's that specific character. I'm gonna move on to another example, and for this one, I'm gonna use One Piece. One Piece is awesome. It's a really good series. Great art style, and all of these characters kind of look similar. Um, like the main, this is the main character, Monkey D. Luffy. He blends in a lot with the other characters in the story. But what separates him from them is this scar on his face, which would fill in the category for markings, and his straw hat, which will fill in the category for accessories. Um, with this main character, like I say, he's pretty plain, other than the scar and his hat. And you'll see a lot of artists that do that. I'm one of them. Like I really love accessories. Sometimes you really don't need to draw a character with a crazy out of this world like hairstyle and hair with a weird hair color, um, and like a crazy get up in order to make them stand out. You can just give them like a key thing that's really simple but cool. And for Monkey D. Luffy, it's his straw hat. So yeah, definitely for this one, it mainly touches on the category of accessories. And then also, I guess I can also go over his expression too. He looks like he is confident and cocky, like he can do anything. And that's the kind of expression that he gives off. Um, as far as costume goes, I don't even think this isn't even his uh, original costume design. This is like something completely different. But yeah, mainly just his expression and his accessories. Um, that those things are what make Luffy stand out. Um, and for the last example, I'm gonna use one of my favorites. Like I love Fairy Tail, and this is the main character from Fairy Tail. His name is Natsu. Um, and immediately you just see like all this awesomeness, like all four of these categories on this one picture. His hairstyle, he has a really awesome hairstyle. It's kind of spiky. It's pink. That's his classic hairstyle. I before Fairy Tail, I'd never seen a main character with pink hair before. I thought that was really cool. It's fruity, but he's just a badass, and he can pull it off. But yeah, like his hairstyle, that's the first one. Definitely take note of that. And then afterwards, we're gonna look at markings and accessories. Accessories, most definitely. His scarf is made out of dragon scales. If you've ever read the story and watched the anime, they mention that. If you haven't, his scarf is made out of dragon scales. That's his main accessory. That's whenever you see this scarf on this character, you'll know that it's Natsu. Afterwards, we have the expression. Badass. He's ready. Like, he always fights in the anime, also the manga as well. He's always ready for a fight, always ready for a scrap. And it's really cool. And then lastly, we're going to go over the costume. It's fantastic. I mean, he has the vest, and he has like I believe this is a coat that is tied around his waist, and he has like an armband. Like his whole design is so simple, but it's just amazing. Like it's so simple that it's good, and that's a really really awesome habit to have when you're making characters. You don't need to get so technical and so like difficult. Like I mean, look at Luffy. It's so simple. All he has is the straw hat. Same thing with Ash. He's really simple. It's the glove, the jacket, the shirt, and the hat. It's all simple stuff. You don't really need to create like a million accessories or like have like 5 layers of different types of clothing on the character to make them look cool. Because also when you're making an original character, you want to make them look cool and he or she look cool, and you also want to have it be simple enough that you can redraw it over and over and over. I mean, because if you come up with something that's like extremely difficult, it's gonna be hard to draw it all the time at different angles. So definitely take note that the fact that these are all really simple character designs, but they look good and they make the character stand out. Um, so yeah, those were the three examples I was going to use. Um, so that pretty much does it for this video. This wasn't supposed to be a how to draw tutorial per se. It was mainly just to give you some sort of insight on uh, creating an original character, the things that you should be thinking about. Because I know I had a hard time with this when I was learning how to draw, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that have a really hard time with coming up with original characters, and that's okay because we all have a hard time with things like that. And yeah, I hope this video was helpful for you, and I hope you, like I said, have a better insight on how to create your own original character. And if you like the video, if you could subscribe, that'd be awesome. And also, if any of you have like a DeviantArt or a Manga Magazine account or any other account on like any other art hosting website, post some links in your descriptions. I'm not descriptions, but post some links in your comments. That'd be awesome. I'd love to check out your art. Um, and like I'm gonna have links to my accounts in the box. So yeah, that'd be really awesome. Um, Also, before I close this video up, two things. I'm gonna have links to my manga magazine. If you guys could go and read my manga, Flameless, it's actually getting pretty good. I'm proud. I'm really proud of my progress so far on it. And also, I'm collabing with a writer that I met up with on Manga Magazine. His name is Takeru Makoto, and we're working on a manga called Break the Limit. And I must say, it's really cool. So far, I've only posted up, or he posted it up. I drew the cover for the manga. Right now, I'm penciling out the pages, so I'll make sure to keep you guys informed about the progress on that. It's not quite ready to be released yet because I'm pretty sure you may know, like, also having Flameless and trying to work on Break the Limit. That's like two series I'm gonna try to draw, and like I'm the only artist, so I'm looking for more artists that uh hopefully the writer and I can form like a kind of like a little art team and like make some awesome stuff. So you definitely look forward to that. And yeah, I'm gonna wrap this video up. That's pretty much it for this tutorial. I don't know when I'll be back with the next one, but definitely I'll keep you guys posted. So yeah, I'm TK Snow, keeping it frosty, and I hope you guys stay cool. All right.